You're joking, right?
By the way, I told Daria to go home. I really don't think she saw anything.
Alright, I have some questions about the murder.
Before we go any further with this, I need you to know something about Johnny Gunn. He's not a good man. I may not like how my bosses are targeting him, but that doesn't mean he's innocent. So, you know, just make sure you're here for the right reasons.
Why else would I be here?
I don't want this to turn into some kind of crusade. Bad men do bad things. In a perfect world, we arrest them for the right reasons, but, well, the world's not always perfect.
I'm here because I don't like the idea of someone killing people right outside my window. Maybe he's out there right now, targeting that poor witness. Or maybe he's just looking for any chance to do it again.
Fair enough, Mr. Interpol.
Do you know if the victim had any enemies?
I know she and Johnny didn't get along. Other than that, I really couldn't tell you.
Tell me about the victim's husband, Johnny.
He used to work for a private military company, Bell Tower. He's been arrested for all sorts of things in the past. Now, don't get me wrong. I believe in evidence. But I also believe in playing the odds. 9 times out of 10, the husband did it.
Why are your superiors so eager to pin Johnny for murder? It's gotta be more than just not liking the guy.
Standard policy for guys like Johnny. The way they see it, you send a man like him into Golem City, and he's liable to go off the grid, end up with Ark or God knows who. He becomes 10 times more trouble than he's worth. But if they can charge him with something big, something like murder, well, suddenly he's no trouble at all.
Apparently the victim was mixed up in some kind of political scandal with a man named Radko Perry.
Hey, not the first time a politician and a journalist didn't get along.
So you don't think he's worth talking to?
Radko Perry? A murderer? I don't think so. Worst he can do to someone is get their car towed.
Good thing I don't have a car. Where can I find this guy?
Radko runs his campaign out of an old print shop not far from here. You want to brighten up his day? Be my guest. But that's all you'll be doing by telling him his rival is dead.
I spoke to Daria. She's able to confirm that the suspect is male. Other than that, she's all over the place. I think she's pretty shaken up.
Yeah, well, can't blame her. I would be too. You seem to have made a good impression, though. Ever since you got here, she seems different, calmer. You know, I met my first wife over a crime scene. Let me give you a very important piece of advice, eh? Never marry the ones you save.
Anything I should know about the scene? Anything jump out at you?
The dismembered body jumps out at me. Keep in mind, I've been behind a desk for the last 12 years. It all jumps out at me.
I found what looks like a grenade fragment. EMP by the looks of it. Killer might have used this to incapacitate her.
Interesting. Johnny wouldn't need an EMP to take down his wife. Riot police use EMPs to re-establish public order around here. With all the AUG riots, anti-AUG riots, it wouldn't surprise me if that's all it was. Still, interesting.
I found this piece of glass near the body. A pair of broken glasses, maybe?
I don't know what to tell you. We're in the back alley of a major city. There's bound to be broken glass.
I found this press ID on the victim.
Right, she was a journalist. Hence the scandal with Radko Perry. I still don't consider that proof of anything.
Did the killer leave anything behind? Does anything strike you as odd?
I don't know. It's a murder, you know? Doesn't matter if you look at it sideways or upside down. It's never going to look normal.
I found a print on Angela's neck, next to the contusion marks. It's a partial, so I don't think we can match it to anything. But at least we know the killer left something, and that she was strangled.
Huh, a fingerprint. I must have missed that one. This is exactly the kind of evidence I'm talking about. No way Johnny could squirm his way out of something like that. If only we could link it to him.
I'm assuming you know her augments were harvested. The marks on her body make it seem like the killer knew exactly what he was doing, knew exactly what he wanted.
Maybe Johnny wanted something to remember her by. Or maybe someone found a dead body and started cutting. There's a lot of scavengers around here. To them, taking an arm is like taking a wallet.
I found a broken needle stuck in the victim's shoulder. The killer might have drugged Angela before killing her.
Needle, huh? In which shoulder?
The right shoulder, why?
It's probably nothing. I just remember this other cop, Smolinski. He had this theory about a copycat. Someone following in the footsteps of an old murderer named, Svobodka.
You think there's a connection to another case?
I don't know yet. Some of the things you've been noticing, I'll be honest, they're starting to sound very familiar. Someone like you would probably say it's worth looking into.
And how would I do that?
Smolinski died in that police station bombing. If any of his files survived, they would have been moved into temp storage, across the street from the bombed-out station. Who knows? Maybe Smolinski found something that can shed light on this mess.
I have what I need for now. I should go.
That's fine by me.
Who do they think they are?
No respect.
Get lost. No counters allowed.
Are you Radko Perry?
If this is about that anti-AUG speech I gave, save your indignation, okay? I'm only the voice of the people. I'm only saying what they want to hear. Your problem, it isn't with me. It's with the way this issue is bowling.
I'm here about Angela Gunn.
Who?
A journalist. She was found dead in an alley.
Oh, how sad.
But you wouldn't know anything about it.
What? No. But the fact that you could imply such a thing, I am a public figure. But rest assured, my team will look into it. I'll even send the family a gift basket. How does that sound?
I heard she was about to expose you. Is that why you killed her? Or did you have someone do it for you?
Expose me? Expose me for what? Who are you? What do you want from me?
I'm here because I heard Angela found skeletons in your closet.
Well, lucky for me that she's dead then, huh? No, but seriously, what kind of skeletons?
Is that all you care about? She was just murdered. You could show a little more compassion.
Compassion is for the cameras, but hey, maybe you should be the politician. For a second there, I almost believed you care.
Can you tell me where you were tonight?
Out getting vote.
Can anyone attest to that?
Sure. Any number of people. My secretary, my brother, my mother. I just need to call them to remind them they were with me. That's all.
Anyone credible? Someone you're not related to or paying to lie for you?
Afraid not. Coming up with an alibi like that would require me to take this seriously.
You don't think this is serious?
I think murder is very serious, but the notion that I could be involved in one is not.
So you're not gonna tell me where you really were tonight?
Evidently not.
You sure you don't want to rethink your fake alibi?
Where I was tonight is none of your business.
Tell me about your relationship with Angela.
Angela? Angela who?
Angela Gunn, the journalist who's apparently been writing some very insightful articles about you.
Oh, her. She did a nice job of keeping my name in the news. Local politics is a real slog, you know. As long as they're talking about you, it's good.
Even if she was saying things you didn't like?
Sure, why not? Angela's readers were never my voters. I'm not exactly courting the AUG vote here. Did Angela and I share views? No. Did we like each other? Not one bit. But our hatred was professional, not personal. Nothing to kill over.
Your politics are viciously anti-AUG, is that accurate?
Viciously? I like that.
Do you go out of your way to incite violence against AUGs?
I wouldn't call it going out of my way. More like it's on my way. A flower you pick as you pass by. To be honest, my politics aren't even based on an ideology. It's very simple for me. I tell people what they want to hear, and I stay out of jail.
You're not doing a very good job tonight.
I'm doing just fine.
Sure you don't want to add anything about Angela?
She got what she deserved, but not from me.
You really hate AUGs that much?
Some more than others.
I have what I need for now.
Good for you.
Moving, Vrak.
Run! Make this interesting, Connor!
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Did you forget something?
What's your position on Augs?
Officially, I think they are a menace to society.
And unofficially? You're a real big fan of us, aren't you? Some of us, anyway.
My position on Augs is nothing personal, if that's what you mean. Like I said, I am a servant of the people. Their desires are my desires. Their prejudices, my prejudices.
I'm talking about your personal positions, the ones Ivanka has footage of. Apparently you were at an Aug brothel all night, trying to convince those Aug sisters to vote for you, is that it?
What do you want?
Unlike everyone else you seem to know, I'm not trying to blackmail you. I just want to know who murdered that woman tonight.
Wish I could help you, but as you can see, I was busy with something else, of which there is ample video evidence. You're not going to tell anyone, are you?
Your hypocritical private life isn't my concern right now. I just want to know who was in that alley tonight.
It wasn't me. Now, if you want to keep slinging mud at poor Radko Perry, go right ahead, but as far as I'm concerned, you know I'm not a killer.
Well, that's for me to decide, Radko.
Murderers in uniform.
Nice equipment.
Další.
Místní argumentovaná reportérka Angela Ganová.
Jestli si ty hajzlové něco
You
zkusí.
seeing anything unusual?
Od spodníků v noci otevřeno nemá, aspoň ne v téhle čtvrti.
All these
Až si
homeless,
říkám, co
usually they
tady
stay in the
vlastně
poor
hledáte.
quarters, but the increase in gang activity at night has driven them here.
Užíváte si vyhlídku?
Korporátní banka Palisada odhalila své plány na expanzi svého holdu. V České republice ředitelka Palisady
Are we too late?
prohlásila, že se počet
Jen pokračuj.
administrativních pozic dvojnásobí díky zbudování nových datových úložen. Ve 4 městech očekává se, že na seznam poboček přibude
Nemám ti co dalšího.
je největší a nejprestižnější bezpečnostní korporační společnost na světě. Obsluhuje řadu megakorporací a bohatých lidí a využívá nejmodernější fyzická i digitální
Zůstaň na.
automatizovaná ochrana uvnitř zařízení.
Anything unusual?
Co chceš, abych ti dával hlášení každých pár minut?
Pokles prodejů neurovozidů. Výkonný ředitel Bob Page však akcionáře ujistil, že se nemusí bát, nebo díky výzkumu infekčních chorob a by měl velmi brzy začít vykazovat zvěst.
Takhle jsme sem přišli o 2 roky pozdě.
Your turn to buy the gun. Area clear.
Nemůžu uvěřit, že musíme.
Are we too late? No disturbances.
Něco je donutí na nás zaujít.
Are we too late?
Palisády a Shari prohlásila,
No jasně, že zrovna já trčím tady.
What a place.
Can't defend against that kind of thing.
Děkujeme za spolupráci během stavu nouze.
It's not like they did not see me working here all day.
You looking at something?
Enjoying yourself, detective.
I think I'm finally ready to shed some light on Angela Gunn's murder.
That's good news. My bosses are eager to know why I haven't arrested Johnny yet.
I don't think you're gonna like this. That politician, Radko Perry, I believe he's guilty of killing Angela.
Still with the politician. Look, I understand wanting to make a guy like that go down for something. I really do. But murder, that's not an easy sell.
Radko's a one-man anti-hog parade. I read some of his propaganda, a draft of a speech he was working on. If he's willing to do even half of what he preaches, he's capable of great violence.
Hey, you should read my kid's poetry. Who knew so many words could rhyme with blood? Point is, what a man's willing to write isn't the same as what he's willing to do. Besides, what about the husband, eh? My gut still says Johnny Gunn probably killed his wife.
You've been dead set against Johnny Gunn from the beginning. I assume because it's easy. Because he's an AUG.
That's not fair.
No, it's not.
I'm arresting the man I believe is guilty. You've done nothing to convince me otherwise. I'm sorry if that disappoints you, but as far as I'm concerned, we got our guy.
What if you didn't?
Then I'm still taking a dangerous man off the street. A man who I know for a fact used to be a mercenary. If it turns out that he's not guilty of this murder, then I'm not going to feel good about it.
Yeah. Makes two of us.
For him.
You're not worried he might run off?
He's probably too drunk to even walk. As long as no one warns him, we'll be fine.
You think I don't know what's going on here?
And would someone...
Daria, are you there?
Is that you, neighbor? Are you checking up on me? It's very sweet. Are there any leads?
The police are arresting the victim's husband for the murder.
Okay. Does that mean I'm safe now?
I hope so. But just in case, if you ever need to reach me, you know how.
Thank you, but let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Disgusting!
You again. Who'd I kill now?
I spoke to the cop in charge of your ex-wife's murder case.
Oh yeah? How'd that go?
The cops are gonna come after you. And I'm not convinced it's something you deserve.
No, it's not. I appreciate the heads up. I thought you were on their side.
I'm not on anyone's side. What are you gonna do now?
I don't know yet. How much time do I have?
Enough to pack, if you're quick about it.
Well, that won't take long. Well, If you don't mind, I guess I have some insects to say goodbye to. Alone.
Good luck, Johnny.
Exactly what I said. Murder! Murder that we...
I'm more impressed with how we might fit.
Oh, you were so thoroughly know that she's a cat, right?
So you found the bomb maker. Linked everything to Ark.
Not exactly.
Jesus, Jensen.
We did find the bomb maker. Allison Stanek, a local resident. We have her in custody now. But she told me she'd made dozens more bombs before we arrested her, and she delivered them to Viktor Marchenko.
So it was Ark.
Something more is going on here, Miller. Have you had a chance to backtrace the pocket secretary I gave you?
Not yet, but I will, when I get back to the office.
Good. Because Stanek also told me that Marchenko has a base of operations in the Swiss Alps. A research facility called GARM. That sound like something Ark has the resources for to you?
I'll contact McCready. Get him and a few analysts to work up a plan.
We need to move on this now. Chicane and I can fly there and back, get a lay of the land, while Mac and his team do the research.
Really? Got it all figured out in that clockwork head of yours. Oh, what the hell? I'm in.
You got enough fuel to get to Switzerland?
To get us there, sure.
Fine, do it. But this is recon only. Do not engage. Contact me the minute you have something.
Yes, sir.
You've proven yourself so far on this one, Jensen. Don't screw it up.
Copy that. Miller's not used to giving compliments, is he?
He's getting static from the brass. They're starting to riot in Gollum over that shit with Rucker. I'm sure he doesn't blame you. Much. Anymore.
And what do you think?
I think tracking that bomb maker was some fine work. If the intel you got from Ostend's true, Gollum City will be the least of our problems. So what do you say we go find out how deep in it we are, right? You all set?
Hey, when we get to the Alps, we could get into some action. Are you ready for that?
Why? Because I've been flying hack for the last few years. That's the thing about us naturals, Jensen. We never rust. Look, I've been doing this a long time. Been in my share of shit too. Always managed to pull myself out of it.
Fair enough. Just don't leave without me.
Hey, listen up. I know we're not exactly pals, and I know I can be an asshole. But I'm not a fucking asshole. In fact, I'm offended you'd even say something like that.
That's not what I meant.
I'm just messing with you, Jensen. You ready?
Yeah, fire it up.
Visual range. Engage DRFM jamming. You can scan the facility from the air with...
Negative. I'm gonna find out what's being planned. I gotta get inside.
Crazy? We have no way of knowing what's in there.
I'm tired of flying this limousine around. Did you say you wanted to get back in the action?
Fine. Not setting us down.
Good sign of trouble you call me. Just want to have a lousy afternoon.